Welcome, maybe the best day of the NBA, Thursday night, and we're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Middleton.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. It's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Murray. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard. Shorty out there at B-Train. Then it's Big Smooth. Then it's D. And for those who won't be participating in the All-Star Weekend, you can find some ways to relax and take some time off right in the middle of February with a vacation or two.
Grab your passport, Kevin. If you're getting a week off and you can get away from basketball, I'm heading out of the country as soon as possible.
Where would you go? Where was your first place?
Oh, boy. Kevin, you know my affinity for getting in the water and grabbing my surfboard. So you might see me in Cabo for catching a few sets down there in Baja.
And so here's the home team. And he makes that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Murray. Middleton outside. Knocks it loose. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Middleton improving his game, improving his confidence, coming back after injury, and working to become better.
San Antonio shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that one falls for Middleton. And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Here's Shorty. He's covered by Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's B-Train. And there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Pirtle.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now here's Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Yes, that goes in.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
You're right. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Here's Shorty following the score by Jakob Pirtle. And Pirtle pulls it down. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
The attacking, aggressive mindset. You get it right there from Aldridge. In that area, he's focused, and he scores.
There's B-Train. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver. Outside, Walker. Over to the left wing. Shoots it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. A floater, and Murray finishes it off. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Here's Shorty. He's covered by Murray. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Middleton. Buries the jumper to finish the break.
That's tough by Chris Middleton. Squares up and extends past the defense strong. Got to give him a little bit of credit on how focused he was on that hoop.
Pass to D. The three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Pirtle.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's, Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he makes both from the line. And it's Rubio with the ball for San Antonio. Stolen. Here's the beast. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Now here's White. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Aldridge, the pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Aldridge.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Now White. Aldridge left side. 14 feet away. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Well, LaMarcus is so good with those feet right there. Excellent there in the catch and shoot situation.
Passes to Ball. Here's Chan. Sinks the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Rubio. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Bellinelli. Right side Aldridge. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Here's Shorty. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
A good jumper with long arms, and it's that size that LaMarcus knows all that well. Doesn't want to give up any easy baskets.
Thompson, he's checked in for Shorty. Three seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Rubio against Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
Both free throws good from Rubio. Here's Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync.
terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
Here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for San Antonio, Trey Lyles out there with Bellinelli. Then there's Derek White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Forbes in at the 2. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. In the second half of February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. You look at the Clippers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for this home ball club, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Bellinelli, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. White drives in. It's deflected. Now the pass to Chan. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Pirtle, he's checked in for the Spurs. Chris Middleton comes in for Marco Bellinelli.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Thompson passes to Slaughter. Pirtle with the steal. Stepped in the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. And the Spurs making a change here. Walker's checked in. Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Pass to Big Daddy. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Then on Monday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And guys, one thing about road trips like this one, they'll be seeing this as a chance for the team to come together. It might be a bit of a silver lining for a trip that doesn't always provide a lot of success.
The Big Daddy passes to Aguilar. Shoots over Lyles. And off the glass. That one's good. Slim's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
It's not going to go for him. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. Swiped it away. Here's B. Passes it to Slaughter. It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Walker. It's deflected, and they get it back. Count it. Good. Gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Passes it to Big Daddy. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Pirtle.
And the rebounding contributions have been on the uptick over the last few months. He's definitely appeared to have made a concerted effort to really impact the game more and more with his work on the backboard.
First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now, here's Rubio. To the middle. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Here's Ball.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Money's checked in for Big Daddy. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets into foul trouble. You see the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
To the wing on the left. It's stolen by Lyles. Pushing it up. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Murray's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Murray outside. Inside. The fadeaway. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Doubled by Murray. Here's Money. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's B-Train, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Jakob Poeltl. The first free throw is good. D, he's checked in for Big Smooth. San Antonio also making some changes. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Lyles. Bellinelli comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's wide in for DeJounte Murray. 29 seconds left in the first half. Poeltl with the ball. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge trying to break free. Nice shot by Poeltl.
What muscle from Pirtle, bullying the D with his interior game.
Here's Baller. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time 3 to take the lead at the buzzer.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The home team leading by 3. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ricky. Bench has always been an issue.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Big Smooth. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's D. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And he makes the first. He's perfect from the line this time.
Their usual strong work at the line has been on display here tonight. Then again, they almost never have an off night at the stripe.
Poked away. B-Train passes to Slaughter. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Murray right side. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. There's the triple, and the 3-ball is good. He has 5.
Unwilling to even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
That one good for 2. That's 10 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And there's the pass to D. Hits it from 3-point range. D's got 8.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight, Kevin. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up. Here's Shorty. Misses the 3. Spurs trail by 11. And it's Shorty with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Middleton outside. Knocked loose. And here is Murray. He has 7, 6 on the shot clock, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. They get a hand on it, so it's San Antonio now. Aldridge finds Middleton. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Count the basket. And that's now 6 points for Jakob Poeltl.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Aguiar passes to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chan, and he hits the jump shot. He's got 7.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Aldridge. Another one falls for San Antonio.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Murray against Thompson. Shoots. A rebound by the Spurs.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Gone 5 of 8 from 3-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now we'll check across the NBA the best shooters from the stripe. You take a look at Thompson, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic. And of course, Big Smooth.
Neither one of these guys is going to waste an opportunity from the foul line. They just don't give away points.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Baller, he's checked in for deep. Baller, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And Rubio kicks to Lyles. Aldridge, good. Aldridge has got 6 points in the quarter.
One of those nights, scoring at will right now. Aldridge is establishing his rhythm in this one.
Chan, Aldridge is covering, and that one is good. And it's 6 points for Slim.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. .114 left in the third quarter. Pass to Lyles. The three. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Lyles got his third bucket of the night.
I kind of like playing in the rec league. Little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
It's Thompson off the drive. Pass to Ball. Launches a three. Connects from three-point range. Baller's got 12 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Rubio the pass to Lyles. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Thompson. And here they come. Here's Aguilar. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Good. He's got 8. And the home team has possession. Thompson outside. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Aguilar. Up in time. He made it! He gets it to go! Wow!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And so it's the home team out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shot. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Trailing by 17. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter. We've got Lyles. Ricky Rubio is out there with White. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Walker in at the 3 slot. The pass to Lyles. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Shorty the pass to Ball. Pass to Slaughter. Here's Shorty. Drains the three-pointer.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Rubio looking around. Outside, Walker. This one for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Slaughter. Makes it off the glass.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Spurs trail by 17. Outside, Walker. Aldridge kicks to Walker. No good from outside. And has been just uncontainable. 72%. And it's good. 2 points. And that's 10 points for B-Train.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. Hopefully they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Trey Lyles. Chris Middleton comes in for Derek White. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Ricky Rubio. Murray finds Poeltl. Middleton outside. Outside, Walker. There's the 3. No good that time. Gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And that's 13 points for B-Train.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Aldridge dishes to Walker. Here's a garbage time question, Brent. Why do some teams leave their star players in the game even though the game has either been won or lost?
Forgetful coaches? No.
Well, I don't know if...
I mean, if you're leading by 35 points late in the game.
And the star player is still in the game.
Yeah.
Somebody's made a mistake with regards to the rotations. I mean, quite frankly, there's really no reason for guys to be out there at that time.
Yeah.
Early on in the season, it might be that the coach wants to start and play with certain guys, but as the season goes on, you just don't see that.
They double in with Middleton. Here's Shorty. San Antonio with the rebound. Poeltl's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
On defense, the home team. Murray, good. Here's Shorty. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Spurs trail by 21. Poked loose. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep 3 ball there.
Spurs have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Murray surveying the D, and there's a whistle that goes on B-Train. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the home team. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Shot clock at 6. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Here's Aldridge. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, the defender did his best to challenge the shot, but Aldridge with the focus to knock it down.
1:41 left in the 4th quarter. Here's D. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Aldridge double teamed, and it's Shorty with the foul. That's his third foul of the game. And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Thompson, he's checked in for B-Train. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Thompson. Now Bellinelli. Medu passes to Bellinelli. Buries it from three-point range.
How about the fearlessness? And even in the face of the D, Bellinelli there makes him pay.
Now here's Thompson. And so the home crowd treated to a win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.